Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to the next episode, Active Directory Windows Server 2025. And in this particular episode, I will talk about built-in groups, permission, and the delegation concept. First is, what is built-in groups? So built-in groups are created in the built-in container in Active Directory users and computers, and they are designed for specific administrative purpose and will have preset permission or predefined permission. So these groups cannot be deleted, renamed, and they have a default permission, cannot be changed. Only you can add users, add members into the group, and they have some default built-in permissions. So example of few built-in permissions is, or built-in groups. First one is administrators. Then we have simple users, we have some guests, then we have account operator, then we have backup operator, then we have server operator, then we have print operator, network operator, RDP users, remote desktop users. So these are the some common, very important built-in groups. So administrator groups have full control of the domain and all domain controllers. Members can perform any operation. Users, default groups for new users with minimum permission. Guests have limited access. Account operator can manage users and groups account except for administrator. Backup operator can do a backup, restore files on domain controllers. Server operator can start, stop services, backup the server, log on locally on a domain controller. So actual server related tasks can be done by server operator. Print operator can manage printer on domain controller's environment. And then RD users, remote desktop users, and remote desktop grant remote desktop access to a domain controller. So these are some built-in groups we have. Next, we have some security best practice. So avoid adding regular user to the high privilege groups like administrator, server operator, backup operator. If you really need to add with a consent, with a management permission. Built-in groups grant permission across domain controllers, so very important. And so I'll take one example. So I have a user called, say, IT user 1. So it's a normal user. So normal user cannot create a user. Normal user cannot delete a user. Normal user cannot change the password. We don't have this permission. So what is the best practice? I want this user can create a user, delete the user, change the password, all those stuff. So first we check which built-in group have similar permission or little bit less. As a best practice, we should not give more permission. So then we recognize account operator can manage almost everything, similar requirement. So just add IT user part of this account operator group as a member. Now, second concept, I have an Active Directory machine. I have a member server. So if I log in with a user called IT user, we need all Active Directory users and computer console. So we need to install RSET, remote setup administration tool. So if you need all console on the server machine, you need to install under features or if you have a client machine, Windows 10 or 11, through PowerShell, you can install RSet. So RSet will give you all the console access on the member machine as well as on the Windows 10 11 machine. So now I'm back to my AD02. I sign out and try to log in with the admin account first. Kumar Kag, administrator. So if you see on a member machine, if I go to Tools, Active Directory Users and Computers, we don't have any console. So I'll get to Add Roles. Go to the features and install RSet. Remote Server Administrator tool, and we have tools and administrative tools. We have Active Directory, Hyper-V, all these consoles, So I'm installing Active Directory consoles. So after this, we should get all AD console on a member machine. So now when I log in on AD02, so definitely I'll have Active Directory Users and Computers. So I'll try to log in with a John first. John or a user called, let me see which user. Yeah, we have a user John. So if I log in with a John, John is a normal user, standard user, domain user. So tools, Active Directory Users and Computers. And I'll try to change the password for sales department, sales 1 user. I'll try to disable it. So you don't have permission. So right click on his Sean, add to a group, and we have some built-in groups we discussed. Account operator, domain admins, enterprise admin. So I'm going to add into the account operator. So John can create reset password for all the users except administrator account into my entire organization. So I'm back to my ADC02, simple log off login. DSA.MSC, shortcut for Active Directory users and computer. And now John can change the password for same sales user, and even he can disable it. So John can do anything, even right click, he can create a user, even under Office he can create a user, Office for the New York, and on the top also any OU he can create a user, create a group, computer. So now I want John can just do the reset only in a sales department, not in IT. So if anybody who is a part of a built-in group, he has full permission based on the built-in group for entire organization. So it means John can do a password reset for country US, Office New York, and all the departments. Even we have another OU, say example, this time country is Czech Republic, and Czech Republic have an office in Prague. And Prague has one department called Prague Sales, and there is a user belongs to Prague Sales called P-Sales01 Prague Sales. So if I go to my John and refresh, John can even reset the password in another country user as well. So he has permission for everything. Now I want John can do only in US, not in Prague. So what I'll do, I go to John, John is not a member of group right now, account operator, he's not a member, and I define delegation only in US. Right click delegation and try to add John, and just password reset. So John can do only password reset only in country US containers, not onto the Czech Republic. So log off login and log in with a John. So now let's try to disable account under Czech Republic first. Definitely he don't have any permission, but at the same time in IT here also we don't have a permission. He just do the password resets. So he cannot create a user. He just do the password reset in country US. For Czech Republic, definitely we try to do a password reset. There should be error. Password change because access is denied. So that's called the delegation. So once again, summary: if any user who is a part of built-in group, they have default permission based on the built-in groups, and they have full access to that particular task for entire domain environment. Example, we add John into the built-in group account operator. So account operator can do password reset, create user, do everything, entire organization, including US and Czech Republic. Then we have done a delegation with password reset only. It means that user can do just password reset in this container, not into the Czech Republic. And last, we have account, the super privileged permission we called as domain admin and enterprise admin. So if I go to a domain admins under users domain admins, so we have administrator of kumarcorp.com is a domain admin. Same user is a part of my enterprise admin. So any user who is a part of domain admin can manage that domain, and enterprise admin can manage entire forest, including parent domain, child domain, everything. Thank you everyone for watching episode 5. We'll see you in episode 6, group policy on AD server 2025.